confirm that either. We're still investigating. There's been reports. You know, when one happens, sometimes the fog of war, some of the information gets mixed up a little bit. So we're still trying to unravel all that. I do believe that everyone on the arsenal is as safe as they ever are, and hopefully we'll get the shelter in place lifted up pretty quick, and we can go ahead about our business.
And talk to the families at home.
There's over 70 different tenant units on the arsenal. They're not all Army. They're not all DOD. For example, ATF and FBI and Marshall Space Flight Center, they're not Army or DOD, but they do headquarter here, and they're all part of the Team Redstone.
And the people who are at home watching and don't know what's happening out here on Redstone, what can you say to them?
One more time, you know, we've had reports of an active shooter on the arsenal. What's going on right now is Gate 9, or actually all the gates are shut down, locked down. You cannot come in or out of those. All of our employees, anybody who was shopping, whatever they're doing on the arsenal, we have them sheltering in place currently. And that, you know, if there's an immediate threat to that person, we ask, you know, run, hide, and fight, just like we've been training for so many years.
Chris, speak to the preparation that you guys go through on the arsenal to prepare for situations like this.
Our preparation is a continuous thing. It's not just like, you guys might see us one week doing some stuff, but it's a ever evolving process that we go through. You know, we collect data and facts from other places, incorporate that into our plans to make ourselves better, lessons learned at other installations and when this has happened. And so we incorporate those into our plans, and then at least once a year we go ahead with a full-scale exercise on the arsenal, and that incorporates everybody on the arsenal. Whether you know, employees might just shelter in place for 1 minute, but our fire and emergency services and all those kind of people, they continue on the exercise for days and sometimes even weeks, all the way through, you know, the actual scene, and then also beyond that, you know, where we're going to put pets, for example, where we're going to put the people who are stranded or homeless or who need medical care. So it's an ongoing process throughout the year.
Chris, we had last week's news with a terror-related bus. Is there any indication that this is possibly related to any of that?
I have not heard, and I can't confirm or deny any sort of terrorism or any, you know, we just don't know at this point.
Again, Chris, what triggered this?
We're not sure what triggered it. That'll be part of the investigation. Could be, you know, I won't even speculate right now, but we'll get there. We'll find out what happened, and it'll become part of our, you know, lessons learned.
Chris, when can we expect the next update from you?
We're shooting for from 2 hours, about 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Same place?
Same place.
Will you guys still be on lockdown at that point?
We're not sure.
Thank you,
Chris, thank you. We appreciate it.
So you just heard from Chris.
You have a picture from the Sparkman Center. Okay, so we're going to go now to Way 31, Sydney Martin. She is again at Gate 1. She is not actually inside the arsenal. She is outside of there, but she has some new details for us, Sydney.
Hey Meredith, I was just updated that right when you guys went away from me, I started hearing sirens, then started seeing lots of cars going into this gate. I'm just about the way here so you guys can still see what's going on. I have been told that FBI, SWAT team, Huntsville Fire have all responded to this gate now. We don't know exactly why they have entered this gate, but I have been told that they have all entered this gate at this time. Not exactly sure what's happening right now, but I will work to keep you guys updated, kind of zoom in and let you guys see those Huntsville police officers up there. As soon as these cars and sirens, as soon as we started hearing them, they started moving the cones, and those cars went flying through the gate. Again, not really sure at this time what exactly they are moving towards, what exactly is in there. As soon as I get off with you guys, I'm going to get another update from Huntsville Police. I've been updated by other sheriff's office officials, and they've told me that they're headed towards another gate at this time. So not really sure what's happening at any of these gates.
Thank you so much, Sydney, for that report. Of course, let's check back in with Way 31's Jeff Martin. He just wrapped up with Chris Colster, who is the public affairs officer for Team Redstone. That was who we just saw talking. So, Jeff, what did you gather from that conversation with Chris?
The biggest thing is that Meredith and also the biggest thing we're able to gather from that is that the Arsenal's garrison is still trying to understand what exactly happened. I'm going to step out of the shot real quick and allow you guys to get that live look at Gate 9 once again. What is going on down there. We can still see the roadblock and everything that is going on there. But we did hear from, as you guys heard from the spokesman, Chris Colster, that they have got a report of an active shooter. They are trying to run that down, report of a possible weapon. They have no indication that this is related to anything involving terrorism at this point. They are trying to work. We do know that we will be able to get more information at a 1 p.m. news conference that they are going to hold. Again, that is all we were able to mainly get. Mr. Colson did speak extensively to the preparation that the arsenal goes through for any emergency situation that they might encounter. But again, information is still coming in. The arsenal is still trying to work that out. This is expected to be the first update of several, with the next one set for 1 p.m. today.
And Jeff, if you are still there, we do know that he said they cannot confirm that an actual shooting took place. Meaning, in turn, they cannot confirm if there are any injuries at this point. Is that what you gathered from what the garrison said?
That's exactly right, and that's what we know at this point. So I'm working to get more information here, and we'll keep you updated as we get that.
Very much, Jeff. So again, something we just want to keep reiterating to people that are watching this and thinking, oh my gosh, I know someone on the arsenal, I'm concerned about them. Like Jeff just mentioned, no reports of any injuries. In fact, no reports of an actual shooting, at least that they can confirm to us at this moment. So those are unconfirmed, but we have not got any word that there's even something like that that's happened at this point. But all entrances and exits, all gates, closed down. No one in, no one out. And it's going to remain that way until they determine that everything is safe and that they can give the all clear. So everyone on post is sheltering in place. You heard Chris Colster say there's 70 plus tenant units on the arsenal. So that's not just military, that's DOD contractors. That even includes Marshall Space Flight Center, FBI. They have that bomb squad out there, that tech school out there. So there's a lot of different entities on the arsenal that are not just military. So there's 70 plus tenants out there, and everyone out there is sheltering in place. He said that even includes people that are shopping in the commissary. So again, a lot of people just being told to do what they're supposed to do.
And another important thing to point out is when these reports first came out, we are being told that this happened in the area of the Sparkman Center on Redstone Arsenal. That's kind of where this incident unfolded. As you just heard Jeff Martin say a few moments ago, he said that the garrison there told him that at this point they cannot confirm of an actual shooting that took place. So they cannot confirm if anyone was injured. Also, if you're just tuning in, we've been talking about this throughout the morning since we've been live on air. The arsenal did have a drill planned for tomorrow morning. It was supposed to be an active shooter drill that was going to take place tomorrow. So when we first got the mix, so of course we made phone calls to first responders and local contacts that we had to see if in fact maybe this was the drill, maybe this was the case, and the days or times got confused. That sometimes that can happen, but that was not the case.
Very interesting situation, and as they keep reiterating, the Redstone Arsenal had a planned run this week for such a situation, and anyway, it's a very curious thing. No reports, as they say, of any injuries, active shooter situation, and not a lot of details yet. The entire base, Redstone Arsenal, Huntsville, Alabama, is on shutdown, lockdown. No one can get in or out, and all the gates are closed. Very large institution, just outside of Huntsville, Alabama, Redstone Arsenal. Anyway, we will look for updates. I'm not going to keep streaming this because there's just really nothing new to show right now, and just an interesting situation. Caden Brewer, I hope your brother's fine. Everything I'm hearing, there's no indication that there's been any injuries, so I don't know what the active shooter situation is, and they have not this morning even indicated that there's even been a injury from this. So stay tuned. I'm streaming this Way 31 TV. You can find their website if you want to keep more tuned into this, and they're streaming this live there. So keep streaming.
No one leaving that building, so or that area for any reason at all. So let's go ahead and check in with Way 31's Kat Reed. We have crews covering this from every single angle for you guys, working to get the latest details. So, Kat, what can you tell us?
Are you at Gate 7, Kat? Is that where you're located?
I am on my way to the gate on Markham Road. So I have not gotten there yet because I was initially sent to Patton Road, and now I'm changed location.
Okay.
But I do want to tell you guys, I just got off the phone with a source of mine who used to work in the Sparkman Center on the Arsenal, and he gave us some more information kind of about their safety protocols within the Sparkman Center, and told me a little bit more about the active shooter drills, the training that they do have for a situation like this. First of all, he did tell me that a couple thousand people work in the Sparkman Center. It's a bunch of buildings kind of in a complex, and there are corridors within them with doors that can lock. So those doors
Streaming to YouTube does not cost.
Make sure everyone is secure. Now, he also mentioned if there is an active shooter situation, there's software that they are all alerted on their computers. If they're logged into the network, something will pop up on the screen that says active shooter situation, follow the emergency protocol. So this is something that the Arsenal is very well trained to handle. The employees know what to do, and they have all been made aware of the situation. Again, there are doors that lock. There's the software.
Is the audio coming in okay on this stream?
The former employee I spoke to said that it is extremely secure and that everyone in there right now knows exactly what they're supposed to be doing.
All right, that sounds good, Kat. Thank you very much for that update. And again, we want to emphasize this if as well. If you are on the Arsenal and you know anything or you happen to see anything, we would greatly appreciate pictures or information, so you can get those to us.
Thank you, Greg.
Social media, so you can do that at WayTV on Facebook, at WayTV on Twitter. You can also email us photos at waytv.com. This is a picture from outside of the Sparkman Center right now. As you can see, employees, like I was saying earlier, there was employees taken outside of that building, and that's where they were told to be at in order for the evacuation protocol. It looks like we may be seeing a stretcher there in front of that ambulance. It's hard to tell because it's so far away from that picture, but obviously people are just standing around. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot of chaos, but obviously anytime you've got a situation like this, it's chaotic and it's out of the norm, and it's something that they don't expect to happen, but they're prepared if it does happen. So again, it looks like the Sparkman Center from that picture and from what I've been told has been evacuated, and that's where this active shooter situation was taking place at. Again, we don't have any confirmation of injury, so if there was a stretcher, that doesn't mean that there was someone on it. That doesn't mean that someone was injured in a shooting. There could be a number of reasons for that. So we have not gotten confirmation of any injuries as related to a shooting. In fact, we don't even have confirmations of actual shots. So again, something we're just watching as it develops.
Right. And this is, as Meredith mentioned a second ago, if you're just tuning in and getting a look at this picture, it was taken outside of the Sparkman Center, which is where early reports came in that this active shooter situation happened at the Sparkman Center. You can see it looks like all the employees were taken out of that building right there. So again, that's a look at Sparkman Center, what it looked like this morning. We're going to go ahead and check in now with Way 31 Sydney Martin, who is outside of, I believe, Gate 1. Sydney, what can you tell us?
I certainly hope your mom is okay, Lily. From what I understand, there's been no confirmation of anyone getting injured at this point.
Following up what I heard on the radio. Well, but I wasn't taking notes, but what, 5:45?
You're absolutely correct, Lily. It seems that at this point that everyone is fine.
Fight, but certainly this is very worrisome for all of us with friends and loved ones over on the Arsenal. And as Steve said, we are going to stay with you until this situation is resolved, and of course afterward to figure out exactly what has been going on. Let's just reset again for everybody who might just be joining us. This is what we know right now as of 11:21. About an hour and 20 minutes ago, shortly after 10 o'clock, We started to hear reports that there might be a possible active shooter situation unfolding at Redstone Arsenal. They had a planned training session for a situation just like this. Had planned that this week, but this was the tweet that came out from Redstone Arsenal confirming possible active shooter on the Arsenal. Installation is locked down. Run, hide, fight. Now, since that time, for about an hour and 20 minutes or so, the Arsenal has remained locked down. I mean, Steve, we've seen the gates, nobody coming in that we can see, and very few people coming out.
Strange situation. This is one of the busiest places in the world.
Was there a shooter?
I'm streaming this live. If anybody would like, feel free to share this stream on Facebook. Someone said that I'm the only one that's sharing this right now. So
Steve,
far,
I'm not quite sure what you asked me because I'm having a little problem hearing out here. There's still some traffic coming in on the Arsenal Gate 9 road, but as soon as they get down to just where the visitor center normally is, they're being turned around. I can tell you just a few minutes contacted by the station, and we are being simulcast on WBRM 102.1 right now, and they said that they are going to stay with the situation and stay with us until this is resolved. So if you're going to be in your car,
okay, they've got issues. I'm going to be forced to stop streaming here myself, and when it continues to get some more updates, I'll come back live. It looks like so far nobody's been hurt, no reports of any injuries or deaths, and other than that, no further details. Thank you guys for watching, and I will come back live if there's new information. Right now their stream has gone down, so I am going down.